Hello, good morning. This is Devoted Heart Lauren. Welcome to the Monday Awareness Upgrade. A few minutes late today. I apologize if you happen to have been looking for it. My theme today is about not taking things personally. So, not taking things personally is one of the four agreements from the Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. And this is a concept, I read this book at this point for the first time a couple years ago, and it definitely made an impact on me at the time. But it's one of those things that you have to learn and relearn, and it will integrate and reveal itself in new ways. So because you can just say that, and it's a fairly easy concept to understand. Okay, don't take things personally. The things that other people do are not about me. And even the things that happen to me aren't about me. It's just my results. So my results are different from who I am. I can look at who I am and then adjust my actions to create different results, but not taking external things to mean something about me. Okay, don't take things personally. So like I said, this is wisdom that has integrated in various ways throughout my life, and especially in the past couple of years. And recently, I feel like I've really had some significant breakthroughs around it. Because, I can understand the things that other people do are not about me. But then also, sometimes it's important to look at the things that other people don't do. Okay, the things that other people don't do perhaps in their ability to consider me. So if I feel like I'm not being considered enough in a situation, in a relationship, and I feel hurt, then remembering that, okay, them not calling me or not apologizing or not coming to my party, something like that, it's not any reflection of me. And so can I let that action or the inaction just exist, just be neutral without having it mean something? Okay, so letting go of trying to make meaning of everything that happens, and so defining other people based on the things that happen and don't happen, and also defining myself based on the things that happen and don't happen. And in the title for this video, I wrote that this is planting the seeds for unconditional love. Okay, so unconditional love for myself and also unconditional love for others in my life. Because all of a sudden, if somebody does something or if they don't do something, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, because it might matter. It might be something that's important to you. It might be something that you need. It might be something related to your boundaries that you do want to maintain in relationships. So it's not that it completely doesn't matter, but it doesn't determine your love. It doesn't determine your love for yourself or the love that exists for yourself, and it doesn't determine the love that you are enacting for the other person. So you can start to practice or create the fertile ground or plant the seeds of unconditional love by not taking things personally, because you're setting yourself free to be who you truly are, and you're also setting other people free to be able to make mistakes and love you anyways. Right? And so another concept from this book is not to make assumptions. So don't make assumptions. And the reason to not take things personally is because you might be making an assumption about what another person believes or how they're perceiving a situation or what their expectations are for relationships. So I might expect that you're going to call me when I'm sick. Or I might expect that if I have a party and you say you're coming, that you are definitely going to come. These are two examples that definitely have come up for me in my life. But the other person might not have that same value. They might not be making that a same assumption about something that is an expectation for that relationship. So this is an invitation for us to advocate for ourselves in how we like to be loved. So how do you like to be loved? What's important to you? And can you share that? And also, when it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't necessarily mean anything about the other person either. You're allowed to ask for what you want, and you're certainly allowed to set boundaries, and you're allowed to not be in a certain relationship. Okay? But when you start to let go of the meaning, then all of a sudden you're free. all of a sudden you're free. So I had a party recently about a month ago, and I have noticed in my life how that's been a big thing for me. Like, if I have a party and I go to all this effort and I invite people, then they should come. And if they say they're going to come, then they should definitely come. And if they don't come, then what the hell, Like, I have definitely gotten very bent out of shape about that in the past. And so this time, I really practiced not taking things personally and not attaching any meaning to anybody's actions. So I felt that there was a major breakthrough that happened around that, in just letting go and trusting that I am loved regardless of how anybody else shows up or doesn't show up. Okay. And perhaps other people, they're going through their own stuff, and maybe in that moment they weren't able to consider me and my feelings and what I want or need. So just trusting in the love that's moving through all of us, and that everybody is doing the best that they can. So planting the seeds for unconditional love. So I can love you anyways. I can ask for what I need, but I can also continue to love myself and love you. So let's drop in for a moment. Sitting up tall. Let the eyes close. And I can also relate this to the yogic principle of ahimsa, which is non-harming. So oftentimes, I have found in my life, I can speak from my own experience and maybe it won't resonate with you, but I have noticed how I will suffer because of something that somebody else did or something that they did not do. And that person might just be carrying on with their life. And meanwhile, I am inflicting suffering on myself. I'm inflicting harm on myself because I'm making a meaning out of an action or an inaction. So just notice if that strikes any chord with you. And can you practice loving yourself and releasing yourself from any harm or suffering that you might feel like someone else inflicted on you, but ultimately you inflict the pain on yourself. So can you release yourself from that pain and suffering by not taking anything personally and not making meaning out of any action or inaction? So maybe draw your palms to heart center. Can you just trust that you are loved? That those in your life are loving you the best that they can, and the only way that they know how. And so it doesn't mean that they can't do better. And it doesn't mean that you can't ask for what you want. But just trusting that you are loved and that can't be taken away, nor is it dependent on anything happening. So just parting the clouds in your mind, letting the thoughts move through you and wash over you, so that the light of awareness and the light of your heart can shine through. If there's anything else that would be useful or supportive to tell yourself today, go ahead and do it. I am loved. I am whole and complete. I am vibrant. And just freeing yourself from the actions of others, from your results even, from anything external or anything temporary. So you can continue to fashion the physical world in light of what you want, of how you want others to show up for you and how you want to be treated. And yet, if at any point anyone falls short of that, it's not about you. Let's take a few more deep breaths. And then let the eyes open. Another kind of joke that I've been making related to this content is that I'm a Leo moon in recovery. So if you're not familiar, Leo is a sign that is, it's ruled by the sun. So the sun is the center of the universe. So Leo energy is very much like big and bright and look at me and everything revolves around me and how could you do that to me sort of thing. So in my journey of learning how to not take things personally, I've been saying that I'm a Leo moon in recovery. So it's not all about you, right? The things that other people do or don't do are not about you. So can you practice not taking them so personally so that you're not inflicting pain and suffering on yourself? Trusting that you are loved and that you can connect to that love independent of what anybody does, and also trust that they're doing the best that they can. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's a full moon tonight. I'm going to offer some sort of full moon meditation after 8:30. It might be a little bit different than what I usually do. If you're interested, drop a comment or send me a DM, because it's not posted for you to just sign up. It's kind of a little bit last minute and unofficial. So let me know and have a great day.